All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to part one of our German Route Wednesday. Today we're going to be on the Ruhr-Seig Nord. For our first service, we're going to take the RB91. Essentially, it's come from Siegen. It's going to be a passenger service, but we're starting off in Finnentrop, and we'll end up over at the Hagen Hbf. And so we're just getting in here, get everything set up, and we will be on our way. So hopefully everybody's having a good Wednesday morning. A lot of people are in preparation for the release of Southeastern High Speed. So I know some folks are going to be streaming it tonight. Looking forward to, well, it'd be over about midnight in the UK when they start streaming. I'm looking forward to getting an eye on everything, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to get that as soon as it comes out. I'm going to get everything set up. I got to run down the hall here, get the PZB and the CIFA on. CIFA, PZB. Oh, I did forget to change. I meant to do that last night. We're going to change the metrics. So we got our kilometers. Well, thank you to 2 viewers. Appreciate that. Hopefully you stick around for the entire... Alright, so we're going to get that. We're going to get everything else set up, and then we'll be on our way. The train line power on. We are going to clear the program. Put that in forward. Off, and let's get on our way. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that, I sped too much right out the gate. Oops. Okay. 40 should do. Alright, there we go. Get the... gauge lights. I was in here last night, kind of getting... Oh, there it is. Lights on. Put the desk light on too. Trying to make sure I knew where everything was. We cannot I was looking. We cannot set up the destination boards for the trains. It normally would be right there. I was looking to see if I could figure a way to turn it on. I think I'd have to go back to the other. All right, now we should be able to start speeding up. Let's see, that's saying 100. Right there it's saying 62. I think that was an incorrect sign. We'll get up to 100 kph. So Plettenberg is our first stop. Comes the service heading to Finnentrop. So we just left here. That station there. Oh, one viewer dropped out. Oh, you know, I wonder if it's still showing the miles per hour. It may have not. Well, I'll follow what it says up there. Yeah, this is the inside of the cab there. I'll look around a bit. I don't think I've driven this one in quite some time. Figured it'd be good to try to run some different locomotives. All right, we're going to drop this down. Should get a warning board too, I think. Now you can run this locomotive using or do like freight service with it, but I don't know that it's that. There's the warning board. I don't know that it's powerful enough to handle too much. Acknowledge that when we pass it. Yeah, for some reason it's still showing the miles per hour on here. Very strange. And go back up to 100 mile or 100 kph. And later today, we'll take the DB BR143 on the rapid transit line. Sunny day here on the Ruhr-Seig Nord. Going to go into the tunnel here in a moment. I think just beyond the tunnels when we... It's like we'll come out of the tunnel and then next thing you know the station's like right there, I think. No, it's a short tunnel. I'm thinking of a different part of the... maybe a different route. We get a little bit late getting into Plattenberg. Now, I find it a bit odd that we didn't, when we started the service, we didn't open the doors to let passengers on. That seems a bit odd to me. Not a bad stop. Look at that. We're late though, unfortunately, but not a bad stop at all. There we go. I think I got the lights on. I thought I did. Yep. All right. There we go. Go up to 110. Right, Verdal is next, and then Altena. Another chilly day here in southern New York. Had a little bit more snow overnight. Though the plows were up and down the street last night. I thought I saw somewhere it says about the speed limit of the train. Maybe not. Be late getting into Verdal. have the 3 passenger cars at the tail end here. It's the operator cabs going the opposite direction. Bit of light industrial area, villages. Oh boy, this is going to be close. Or maybe not. I'll tell you, the brakes on this thing really are surprisingly good. I got a warning board for 70. Bridges over this river here. Alright, so we got the flashing light, which means we're not going to be able to go too fast when we get out of once we get the doors closed. Just a little too close there. The actions of the passengers sometimes is very strange. Doors should be closing. Yep. Alright, so we're going to go up to 40 kph under the magnet, 1000 hertz. Now we can get up to 70. And we'll have a 90 right up here. Antenna, then lip moth, nothing. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but that's our destination after Altena. Should get a warning board for that reduction. There it is right there. Can't believe this time next week I'll be in classes. Well, not at this time, but a few hours from having to be in my first class of the day, which I believe will be German class. Should I acknowledge the new speed limit? We're going to go through this tunnel here. Ends right there. And our next stop is right up there. Now that this part here, which I think there's a power plant or something back there. There's also like a vehicle washing area or something maybe right there. But you can spawn in back there. There are some collectibles to get back there, but I don't think I've ever driven any kind of service back there or anything. Not that I recall. But it's an explorable area. I think there's like a broken light back there to get, and something else, I think. Ooh, that's weird that I was speeding. Huh. Normally it's good about watching keeping under the speed. Interesting. Excuse me, had to sneeze there real quick. Got a warning board there. We will definitely be below 70 by that next light there. That's not a problem. I have to say, the brakes on this locomotive are just phenomenal. I wish all the... It does make it a bit challenging because it does brake very well compared to the other some of the other locomotives. This river area here. I guess I wonder if they have to worry about flooding or anything, but man, nice picturesque area to get a picture. Let's see if we can get a picture here when we pull into the station. Red North to Sifa. No, we don't want to do that. Ah! Lately they've been having some funny issues with the not sure why that is, but I thought I'd solved it yesterday. I logged out of my Dovetail account and everything. Worked, I went back and did the service on West Somerset with the Class 33 last night, just to make sure it wasn't, you know, maybe it was an issue with me, or I don't know, but all right. Get that going. Brakes off here. So we're on flat ground. I wonder if servers are a bit mixed up right now because of the upcoming release tomorrow, or I should say later today, depending on where you're at in the world. So yeah, there might be just some crazy issues going on. So you got that, and then Hohenberg, I guess. Kind of a weird name. Is our stop after Letmata? Not sure how it's pronounced. I might have to ask my German teacher on Friday I have to write down some of these names and see if she can help me out with the correct pronunciation. But I should try to figure it out on my own before I do that. Alright, I'm going to go up to 80 kph here in a moment. I've had to unlearn some of my bad German language habits long time ago. I did take a 2-week course in German language when I got to Germany in the military. That was part of the requirement. You have to learn some phrases about the, asking directions and things like that. But apparently, I learned it in the southern dialect of the German language. So when my pronunciations have been off, much to her dismay, she admonished me a few times back in the fall. I would have thought we passed that. I thought it said 80, but it didn't switch over. Interesting. So yeah, I've had to kind of unlearn some of my habits there. Okay, now it finally went up. That's interesting. Maybe it was incorrectly placed or something. I don't know. So we only got those 3 cars behind us, so it shouldn't take long for speed limits to go up, because you have to wait for that last car to pass before you can speed up. Yeah. Looking forward to the new semester. Looking forward to the new challenges. Of course, this have to be better than I was in the first semester. Because first semester, of course, was like an introductory course. But the pronunciations need to be much better. Sentence structure needs to be a lot better for sure. My grammar, that sort of thing, needs to be vastly improved. Alright, we got a 100 coming up here. Come out of the tunnel, and then it should be like right around the corner there. Well, thank you to my one viewer for sticking around. As I always say, I know you have other choices when it comes to Twitch. Thank you for riding with me today. Much appreciated. Hopefully it's a few more stops to go and then we'll be done. Figured this would be a nice relaxing way to start our Wednesday. Thought about doing freight on this one again, on this route, but wanted to try some passenger. I don't want to get stuck doing the same, you know, running the same things over and over, you know, or I wanted to do the routes, but I wanted to try to do different locomotives so I don't get complacent with just only focusing on one particular type or whatever. That's kind of boring. All right, we're going to let off the throttle here. Put a little brake on, so you can see that the hard part is with so much, which is good. There's a lot to do, but it's also a bit challenging in that it's easy to forget how to operate the locomotives. You know, like this situation, you know, learning your proper braking for this, using this locomotive, the system in general, it's not not as easy as it looks sometimes. Oh, I'm just gonna get stuck right there. Oh well, that's all right. Made up a little bit of time, but not much. Almost whole. I think we're just. Ooh, we just barely made it. Look at that. Oh, that's not. That's safe, but barely. I wouldn't even say that's because you know we have to kind of squeeze past this railing here. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, I can only encourage my riders to file complaints and, you know, let the railroad take action against me. Maybe suspend my license for a while or something. All right. Hohenlimberg is next. Actually, we have a 90 coming. I'm just going to go up to 90 since we got to be there soon anyway. And then Hagen after that. So we're coming to the end here. So we got this stop and then one more, and then we're done. I think we can make it all the way up here, and then we should have plenty of time to slow back down to 90. Probably gonna end up with a silver medal on this one. Wow, look at that brake just kick in like, wow. I don't remember seeing a warning board for it either, which I would have gotten dinged for not acknowledging the warning board. I don't know, maybe there's some glitches on this route or something, I don't know. We're going to go back up to 100 kph here shortly. Green so far. So our route, or our destination for right now, is right there, and then we're going to go past all this and go all the way, I think, down over there is where we should end up, right there. Well, we're going to go up to 120 here in a moment. Although, well, I want to start slowing down because we're getting ready to go into our stop here. Well, that came up quick. So we're going to open up both sides, let people off and on. And we can do that. I did figure out the lighting system on the 101 the other day as well. I went back and tinkered around with it and finally figured out how to turn the lights on for the cabs and everything. Alright, I'm going to shut the left side. So that way when we're ready to go, just shut the right side and we'll be on our way. But we can go ahead and get that going right now. Right. Alright, 7.8 kilometers to Hagen. All the way over there. So we're just gonna Alright, I'm going to go up to 120 here. So when we get closer to Hagen, we'll have that 1000 hertz magnet, and then as we get even further, or closer to the station, we'll come under the 500 hertz magnet. So hopefully, if we can keep this speed, we'll zip around to Hagen pretty quickly. Oh, look, it's a dirt farm. Big industrial area kind of right here. I'm surprised we're not seeing a 363 with cement stuff or whatever, cement cars going. All right, going back down to 110 here shortly. I have to say, this is a fun little locomotive to operate. Thought I would have a lot more problems. Certainly having not should have a warning board for that 110 coming up. So, I'm going to acknowledge those, even though I don't think it applies to us. I don't want the uh-oh. Ugh. Leg. Oh, there's a 363 right there. There's a. Well, that's quite a. Looks like. Oh, yeah, coal cars. Yeah, I was expecting, having not run it in I don't know how long. It's been quite a long time. Okay, there's our warning board for our 110. We'll go ahead and get on the brakes now, or kind of take a little bit off that speed there. So let's see where. Yep. Okay, so that's where we're at on the map. Yeah, it's not been too bad. And I think you can use this locomotive on some of the other German routes. So we acknowledge that. We got 100 coming up. Ooh, well, it goes 120 and then it'll go back up to, or go back down to 100. So we'll acknowledge that when we come around the corner here. So that we don't get dinged. We can go back up to 120 and then we'll go down to 100. So that's where we are in relation to our destination there. So the yard, normally we stop up here for freight. We'll go through all that and get to the Hauptbahnhof there. I should see a warning board for the 100. coming up here shortly. Yep, there it is. Let's see how well these brakes. Look at that. Well, we're gonna make it. Look, that is just, man, I tell you, the braking system on this is just phenomenal. All right, we got a 50 kph coming up. Don't want to take any chances with that because that distance is going to go very quickly. I probably could have. Yeah, I probably could have waited. It's hit and miss because sometimes with the way the distances, you know, they do a straight line, they don't do around the curves and everything. So you can easily find yourself suddenly facing a different or your speed limits. All right, so we acknowledge that yellow coming up. All right, so we are coming up under the let's go ahead and start slowing down even more. I don't want to get dinged on a SIFA, or not a SIFA, but we're you know, going over the speed limit or whatever. We're just going to go ahead and cruise it on in. I mean, we're going to be late anyway, or we already are, so you know, the old me, if I didn't have all the systems on, I would just, we'd just plow right on through until, you know, but that's not very realistic, so. Ah, I did. Wow, they got me. It was well below. Wow, okay. Okay. That was, all right, let's try 30. Come on. Oh, what? Let's try raising the pantograph again and closing the circuit just to make sure it didn't. Wow. Right, there we go. Now we're going. Got me anyway. All right. So this is our station here. Pretty big station actually, but of course this goes into Rhine-Ruhr-Austin. You can from Rhine-Ruhr-Austin you can go into Hagen. They just split this up, but it would have been nice to have that whole both of them combined. But you know, when they put the routes out, I think they were very limited in what they could do. But of course, you know, they want to sell more as far as DLC goes. So yeah. But anyway, so as soon as our passengers are all on or off, whichever the case may be, we will be concluding our stream. All right, so there we go. Thank you for watching, and I will see. Oh, silver! I called it. So I will see you later today on Rapid Transit with the Class 182 or the DB BR143. All right, take care. Have a good day.